This is Chris Blair. I'm having kind of a bar, some background noise. Who you can put up with it. But just having a couple of beers here, waiting for my friend to show up. I'm in Tokyo, Japan. I love Japan. It's one of the best places to live. I've traveled the world, but I always come back to this place because this place rocks. So today I want to talk to you guys about overlapping products. So, guys, okay. Since 2013, I've been in this game. Started off in Tspring. Actually, started off in this game at the end of 2012. Selling physical products, selling t-shirts, hats, bags, and now it's just a huge plethora of stuff. But so I started off with t-shirts, and I've been in this game since the end of 2012. Done 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, basically, 3/4 of the way through 17. I've done a lot of coaching and training, and I've also built my own stores and sold thousands and thousands of products. I've had 2 products sell over 20,000 units. So I would say that I know my stuff about this business. So I want to talk about a concept that's really, really important, and that is the key scaling method and a problem that arises from that. Okay, so I'm going to talk about first the proper way to define your products. And then I'm going to solve a problem that arises from that, and that is overlapping the products. And I'll talk about it here in a second. But before I get into that, guys, if you have not messaged me about my beta course, you're crazy. I'm just going to tell you something, you're crazy, guys. Ken Anderson, who's made 7 figures in this business for several years, got in my course, and he told me he's gotten something out of every single video in the course. He's gotten something out of, not every video, but almost every video he's gotten in the course. Nick Fielding, in London, who's been in this business forever as well, making 6-figure profit, told me it's the best course he's ever seen. He's got something out of the videos. Sorry, there's something out of every single video that, almost every video, right? So I'm not getting not every video, of course, because there's some basic stuff there too. But the point is, guys, if those 2 guys, right, can get value out of it, right, whether you're a beginner or an advanced marketer, this course is for you, period. It is. Worked my ass off in that thing, and it's still going, rather. There's 15 webinars done and 42 videos. So private message me if you're interested in that. So now I'm going to get into the main point here, now that people gathered. All right, so let me take a sip of beer here. Okay, so when I first started off in this business, it was the campaign model with Tspring. So we had a winning campaign product, and we tried to scale that, and that really worked. Okay, but then when I made the transition from running a sort of campaign-based model on Tspring, and I made it to a store, I thought to myself, okay, well, before, I just had my sales page on something. In fact, this is before even Tspring even had stores. Now you actually can make your own Tspring store. Okay, so the time that didn't exist, right? So it was just a campaign. You launch a shirt, and you sell that shirt, and you can't sell anything else, okay? Then they introduced upsells to related products, but that was a later phase, okay? So, all right, so that campaign model was successful. You drove traffic, and you scaled the product to the moon. So after that, I went on Shopify, and I had this grandiose idea when I first got on Shopify, and that was to go with what I called it the evergreen model. Now looking back, okay. And that was my idea, was I was going to have 20, 30, 40, whatever, X number of products on Facebook that I'm running multiple ads to, and I'm selling maybe, every product selling maybe $5 all the way up to a few $100s or $500, even $1,000 in ads, and I vary it. So I'm running this traffic to all these different products, and I can go evergreen on that. Well, that was a total, did not work, period, okay. I tried that for 3 months. I was really convinced I could try to make this work. It just did not work. In fact, it was the lowest profit margin I've ever had in selling on Facebook ever since I started, right? So at that point, I realized it didn't work. So what I realized was that, this is back in 2015, and what I talked about now is the 80-20 rule, okay? The reality is, you may have a store full of products, okay, but it's still about the campaign model. In other words, it's still about choosing a finite number of products, 1, 2, 3, 4 products, and really pushing a huge amount of traffic to them. And then, guys, I make sales in my store every day. I make sales between 20 to 30 different products in my store, but I'm actually only advertising 4 products, okay? Which is a lot, by the way. 4 products is actually a lot. You probably should not even be advertising 4 products, but I found a little trick. I'm going to tell you that trick here in a second. Okay? So, you really want to define your winners, and you want to focus all your effort on scaling your winners, because even if you drive traffic to your winners, once they're on your site and in the buying mode, they will buy other stuff. Okay? So it's still reality. Whether we run a store or we're on Tspring, we're operating the campaign model. That's the best way that it works on Facebook. There's what's called driver products and auxiliary products. Okay? And the driver products bring you the traffic, they attract people to your store, and they will buy other stuff on your store, okay? So, but then we run into another issue, and that is this. What if I have more than 1, 2, 3 products I want to sell? What if I want to do 4 or 5 products? How do I do that? And the reality is if you're targeting the same stuff, then you really can't. Because what happens is they start cannibalizing each other, and that hurts the results of all of them. Because we have a niche store, right? So you have your niche store, which is the way it should be. If you have a general store, you're crazy. Get into a niche store immediately, because that's the old model, and it's not. You have no business. You don't have a business if you're a general store. A value and building a long-term brand in a niche is where the real value is, where you can really, really make a big payoff there, and you can make good money, and you can build a real business. So, all right, so now we got a problem, okay? So Chris said push a finite number of products, scale them to the moon, but I've got multiple products I want to scale to the moon. And that was the exact situation I was in a few months ago. Because I know for a fact the evergreen model doesn't work, because I tried it really, really hard. I mean, trust me guys, I really put more effort in that than I've ever done, because I really wanted it to work, and it just did not work. So now I got a problem. But, one day, looking up through my ads reports, I figured out the solution to this problem. Even though I'm driving in the beer niche, and you should be driving one niche, certain products are converting in certain countries much better than others. Bingo! Now I can go beyond 3 products. I can go 4, 5, 6 products, because I've identified my good products for the States. I've identified my good products for Canada. I've identified my good products for Australia and UK and so on and so forth. So now what I'm doing is I'm testing all my products in every market, and then I'm divvying them up which markets are responding the best. And that allows me to drive several different products, because now I'm targeting beer lovers in Canada with these 2 products or these 3 products, beer lovers in the United States with these 2, 3 products, and beer lovers in Australia, and so on and so forth. And this takes away this overcomes the cannibalization. And guys, you know, it really took some analysis to figure that out. But guys, that's the key. That's how you drive multiple products beyond the small number, which is the right model, right? Focus on countries. So analyze your data and figure out what products are converting best in those countries, and stop running the ads in those countries for the ones that are not converting the best. Again, this is about scaling the winners. Even if you're making a few sales here and there on these other products. Let's say I have a t-shirt in Australia, right? And I'm making some sales on it, but I'm not really making a good number of sales. It's not really driving profit. It's just making a few sales here and there, and it's profitable, but it's not really driver. I'm stupid to advertise that hard in Australia when I got a hat that's converting really well. I should push the shit out of the hat and just seal it to the moon. So that's my product for Australia, or that's my, maybe get another one. That is the model, guys. That is the model, okay? Scale your products to the moon. That's the key. Now, if you're interested in and also divide out into countries. If you're interested in my beta course or my private coaching, message me, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. This is Chris from Tokyo.